Here in Austin, more industrial buildings are sitting vacant, and construction starts have dropped to their lowest numbers since 2020 during the heart of the pandemic. As a result, the competition for tenants is high. KXAN's Tom Miller talked to Justin Sayers with the Austin Business Journal about how landlords and developers are adjusting to that new reality.
Can you explain why we're in this down cycle with these industrial buildings and why we're seeing higher vacancy rates?
So yeah, it's actually something that goes back to the coronavirus pandemic. So back then, a lot of companies started moving to Texas. And because of that, developers wanted to meet that demand by building more industrial space. But depending on where you're building, that could take a really long time, especially in a place like the city of Austin. So a lot of these projects that were started 4 or 5 years ago are starting to deliver, and we just don't have the demand to fill all that, so we're having high vacancy rates.
And what are developers doing now? Are they getting creative to try and make this all work, make their bottom lines work?
Yeah, so actually during this quarter, we had the lowest construction starts we've had on new industrial space since 2020. So what they're starting to do is get creative, whether that's large single buildings for a single tenant, or flexible space that has office and warehouse and other stuff in that, or industrial outdoor storage. So basically tailoring it and making it more attractive for some of these companies that are coming in, almost like an apartment that offers free rent or something like that.
And who's still looking for these large commercial spaces, and what are the specifications that they need in the buildings to make it work?
So the really good news is there's a metric called absorption that industrial brokers measure that basically shows demand, like are you filling more than you're losing in terms of space. We've had 45 straight quarters of positive absorption, so that shows that there still is demand for people to come here. So, you know, large manufacturers like 200,000 square feet and above, or smaller, you know, companies that want to expand out of a small place and grow. It's kind of our sweet spot right now.
Okay, Justin Sayers with the Austin Business Journal. Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you so much for having me.